You had to know this was coming, right? Hi, everyone. And chances are, if you are watching this, this video, this new podcast, I guess, you're either part of the 475 people, 8% of the workforce of Sirius that were downsized yesterday, a day that will go down in infamy for sure for many of us. And if you aren't part of that group, our group, you're just probably here being nosy and shit. That's okay. So anyway, I just wanted to, start this. I felt like that I wanted to chronicle my journey after the fact. I think my situation is probably going to be a little different than most, right? I know that, well, I'm trying to catch my thoughts here. A lot of people are hurting right now, right? And some may be, like me, feeling fancy damn free. And free is an understatement. But we'll get into that later in the podcast. Not this one, but later on. And so what many of you may not know, some do, is that beyond the professional world that I have is a very spiritual world. I am very connected to the universe. I'm very connected to source. I'm very connected to my ancestors. I'm very connected to the universe. I am a master manifester. I am a shape shifter. That's what I do. That is my primary responsibility and journey in life, right? And so as an empath, I began to pull in the energy of others. And then also I had an opportunity to read some of the comments and hear from some of my coworkers who went through this. And I just wanted to just take this moment to talk to you. And so the first thing that I want to say is breathe. Don't go into this, what am I going to do now? What's my next step? Fuck that. Don't do that yet. Too soon. I need you to understand what is going on that you may not see, but that's people who walk my path were already expecting. There's a statement that we say in the spiritual realm that says, as above, so below. And I don't care or don't know what your spiritual or religious affiliation is. I just can talk about what I know. And what I know is that when things happen up there, planets shifting around, moving in different signs and stuff like that, all of that impacts what goes on here. Let me bring it home and make it real for you. Let's think about the moon, right? The beautiful moon. The moon is responsible for the tides, right? It actually controls how the tides move and the volume in which it moves. And if it can affect water at that magnitude, and we're made up of what, 70, 75, 80% water, wouldn't it affect us too? That's why you have the word lunatic, right? Because it was believed that when there were full moons, that's when people act a complete ass. In fact, I can prove that. Why? Because my mother, God help my mother. I love her. She's probably going to talk mad shit for me bringing her up, but my mom nonetheless. My mom worked over, I think, 20 years, third shift, hardworking lady. And I always remembered her talking about, damn it, it's a full moon. We about to have hell. Because on full moons, and she worked for MHMR, people who, suffer from different mental issues and that sort of thing, which I have a whole different thought about mental illness and that sort of thing. Some people are not people. Some people are labeled and shouldn't be. People don't understand their gifts, and so they label them. That's another podcast. I digress. Anyway, the point that I was trying to make is how just the moon in and of itself impacts things. Now, I don't know if you all know or not, but our moon and other planets move into different areas in the zodiac, yada, yada, yada. And right now, that moon, as of yesterday, sitting in Virgo. Virgo, what is Virgo? Getting your shit together. Brand new start. Getting things in order. Checks and balances. Getting rid of things that no longer serve you. Bringing in things for your greater good. So I'm going to tell you what happened. I'm going to bring this home. Let me tell you what happened. So what was that? Sunday night. I'm kind of just doing my thing, having a good time. And all of a sudden, this weird feeling of overwhelming grief came over me, like I haven't had in a long time. And I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. Where is this coming from? Why do I feel like I want to cry? Nothing's wrong. Nobody's hurt. Everybody's safe. Why do I feel this? Why do I feel like I need to break down and just cry? This is Sunday night. And so me, being the root worker that I am and know how to pull the energies from different things and different plants and stuff and make things happen, I knew that I could go to some different herbs. If you go upstairs here in my house, it's like, it's crazy. It's a full-on natural pharmacy up there. I've got everything. And so I knew which herbs to pull out. I pulled out some chamomile. I pulled out some lavender. I have a goddess blend so it could uplift me and me be rightfully in my space and get my crown back together. And what else did I have? I had some camphor, to block that energy. And I had all of this smoke. I placed it on the floor so all of that smoke could come up, and sage. Absolutely. I started out with the saging. In fact, I saged my entire house that night. And so I was letting all of this energy come up and overtake me because I did not understand why in the fuck I was feeling like that, because it wasn't my energy. And one thing you have to realize is sometimes when you feel things, it's not your energy. You may be an empath. And you may be channeling or pulling in the energy of someone close to you, whether that's close in proximity or close in energy. They could be literally around the world, but if they're feeling a certain way and you're connected, you'll feel it. After I went through that exercise and I was able to release that, I felt like $1 million. I'm like, okay, now I'm back to center. Now your girl is on her shit. Now I'm good. I'm going through the house cleaning up because when you're saging and all that, it's just, So that was Sunday. Come Monday is when I saw the email, the dreaded email. But when I saw it, I smiled. Some of you know, only a handful. But for the most part, many of you don't. It'll be for a discussion for another podcast. But I'll leave it to say this. The email was a welcoming sight. So after it was all said and done, the first thing that I did is I went up to my altar before God, before my ancestors, before my Orishas, before my spirit tribe. And I said, thank you. In fact, I went into a full-on praise of release. And it's not that I wanted it to end this way, but because of what I was going through, it had to end this way for me. Now, where am I going with this? I put it in my mind that everything is going to be okay, because it is. Full stop. So the first advice that I want to give to everyone who was affected by this, to the family of those who were affected by this layoff at SiriusXM, is to say over and over, I'm okay. I don't give a shit what it looks like. Walk in blind faith and say, I'm okay. Because what you have to realize is when you speak things, you are manifesting, you are co-creating with the universe. You are co-creating with your spiritual team to manifest whatever it is you say into your life. So my brothers and sisters from SiriusXM that were laid off along with me yesterday, the first thing I need you to begin to do is to say, I'm okay, because you are. Because you are. As you say that, that'll start building into your spirit. It'll start saturating your spirit. Because you are what you say, right? And if you say you're okay, then damn it, you're okay. The next thing that you should not do, the rest of this week, my advice to you, do not think about what you're going to do next. Don't even mention it. Don't even say it. Your primary focus this week should be to breathe. I'm talking deep, long breaths in and out. Breathe and not think about what to do next. Give yourself a moment to relax. You know, I'm pretty sure if any of you worked as hard as I did and went through some of the things that I did, you're welcoming this moment right now. This morning when I woke up at some 10:30 in the morning, I might add, and I don't sleep much. I slept my ass off. Ooh, I slept. Of course, I was up till 3 something in the morning, but I slept until 10:30. I don't usually do that unless I've been hanging out drinking all night, which I don't do often, but sometimes I do. And so when my eyes popped open and it's bright and sunny and the sun is hitting me while I'm laying in bed, I just smiled. Because for the first time in so many months, I woke up without my heart racing, without my chest being tight, without trying to figure out, okay, how am I going to navigate this day in this energy? That was my day, every day. So I got on up, played with the dog a little bit, got in the shower, got myself together, listened to some of my favorite readers. And then I did the next thing, which is the third thing that I suggest that you do. I came down here to my office and I totally rearranged and cleaned my workspace where I would normally sit when I am working for SiriusXM. Why? Because it's critical for you to change the energy. It doesn't need to look the way that it was when you normally would come down to work. Whether that means to totally change all the equipment, to put some flowers on there, do something to make your space not look the way that it did Friday on your last, or what was it, Monday, whatever, when you came in Monday morning before you got the email. Change it. And I'm going to tell you what I did and what I recommend that you do. Again, I'm a master manifester, right? So I know how to pull in energy to make things work for me. I know how to do that for other people. In fact, some of you may know, some of you may not know, that's another work that I do. TheEmpressSpeaks.com. BlueTheOracle.com. That's why you see blue. Because in that space, Blue Ye Manja is my name. It has a very significant meaning. So what I did is I came over to this space, and if you'll see, there's trash bags and all kinds of stuff behind me. I began to purge. And when I say I purged, damn it, I purged. But see, that's also the energy of Virgo. Virgo clears out shit, gets rid of shit that you don't need. It will make you, that Virgo, many of you probably have been feeling like, oh, maybe I should clean this closet out. Maybe I should clean this cupboard out. Maybe I should rearrange these clothes. Maybe I should tackle the garage. Wouldn't be surprised. That's that Virgo energy. That's that moon sitting in Virgo right now as we speak. So I had stacks and stacks of different notebooks and notepads and sticky notes. And I threw them all away. Got rid of it. And so then I went over to the space here. After I got rid of all those papers, I got a cleaner. Just a regular cleaner, right? And I just did a regular cleaning just to get the dirt off. The dust. You know, the food. Because most of us lived in the coffee stains. The goddamn coffee stains. I didn't realize I had so many damn coffee stains. I digress. Anyway, after I cleaned it with the regular cleaner, what I was doing is I was priming it because I knew that now I need to bless and anoint this space and prepare it for what I needed to do next. And I took one of the many different manifesting sprays, energy clearing sprays, and I just began to spray it down, and I began to wipe. And as I was wiping and cleaning the desk with my Regal wash, my Regal water, which is something that I make, I began to speak over this desk. And I said, thank you, desk. Thank you. Thank you, universe. Thank you for the opportunity that I had and the work that you gave me with Sirius. Thank you for being here while I went through that process. And then I began to wipe more and more I wiped everything down. And then I began to start to speak what I was wanting or what I want for this area to do for me now. Spirit, as I wipe and I clean this space, I clear it of any and all energies. I clear it of the Sirius XM energy. And I infuse it with prosperity. I speak blessings over this space. Everything that comes across this desk will prosper. It is so. It will manifest itself to be so. And then I lit some sage, white sage. And when I lit that white sage and it began to smoke, I smoked this desk. And I said much of the same. I'm removing any negative energy. I'm removing any energy that does not align with my greater good. And I saged and I smoked this desk. In fact, my whole house, but the desk. And now my desk is ready for whatever I want to do at this desk. So that is what I suggest that you do. When I walked in here and looked at the desk looks nothing like it used to look 24 hours ago. And I'm pleased with that. So again, I just want to take this moment just to connect with all of my friends and colleagues and partners, known and unknown, who are having to deal with this moment. I want to tell you that you're okay. And that you are in a moment that was designed just for you. Seize the moment. Carpe diem. Take it. You're a blank canvas right now. And again, this week should be a week of focus on you, your mental health, your spiritual health and well-being, and your family. Reconnect. Spoil yourself this week. I am. Oh. Ooh. That's all I have for right now. But I send each of you many, 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 many blessings. And we're going to be okay. In fact, we're going to be better than okay. Why? Because I'm going to the top and I need you guys to meet me there. All right? Hope you like and subscribe. Later, Gators.